Hi everyone, I'm Darren Pritchett from News Talk 960 WSBT, and welcome to the first installment of My Five. Today's subject, Alfonso Soriano. Should he remain the leadoff hitter for the Chicago Cubs in 2009? I'm going to offer my 5 reasons why Alfonso should not hit leadoff for the Cubs in 2009. Let's start with reason number 5, other candidates. A leadoff hitter is supposed to work the pitcher, draw walks, and you don't want a leadoff guy to strike out a whole lot. Those are not characteristics of Alfonso Soriano. For his career, his on-base percentage is .329. Last year, a very respectable .344. But the leadoff hitter is a perfect guy to set the table for your offense, take pitches, allow the rest of your teammates to see what the pitcher is doing early on in a ball game. And Alfonso is a free swinger. He walked just 43 times in 453 at-bats last year. Who are the candidates? Number 1, when a right-handed pitcher is on the mound, I like Mike Fontenot batting first and playing second base for the Cubs. Against right-handers last year, Fontenot hit .303, on base .395. That's what you're looking for from an on-base guy in the leadoff spot. Also, you take a look at Fontenot. He walked 34 times in just 243 at-bats. Now, you take that over a full season, he walks around 80 times. And you love that in front of the big boppers in the Chicago Cub lineup. Now, if a left-handed pitcher is on the mound, I like shortstop Ryan Theriot in that leadoff spot. Last year, he walked 73 times and sported a .387 on-base percentage. He could even steal you a few bases, so I like Fontenot and Theriot as the replacements for Alfonso Soriano in the leadoff spot for 2009. Let's go to reason number 4. Get your money's worth. The Chicago Cubs spent a ton of money on Alfonso Soriano, close to $140 million. Get your money's worth. When you take a look at Soriano, he has broken the 7 RBI barrier his first 2 seasons. That's very good for a leadoff man. But when you take a look at the Cubs lineup, think about Soriano hitting in the middle of Aramis Ramirez and Derek Lee and Giovanni Soto. That's a pretty impressive place to put Alfonso Soriano in this lineup. He's a guy that can hit you 30 to 40 home runs. If he's in the middle of the lineup, those 70 to 75 RBIs probably go up to around 100. So that's a pretty good reason to move Soriano down in the lineup. And as I mentioned just a moment ago, Theriot and Fontenot can take his spot in the leadoff position. Let's move along to reason number 3. Alfonso Soriano should be taken out of the leadoff spot. Limited stolen base threat. Last 2 years, 19 stolen bases each year. Not bad. But Soriano used to be a 40 stolen base guy earlier in his career, but as you've seen as a Cub fan, injuries have slowed him down. Now, Lou Piniella says this year that Alfonso maybe can steal 30 to 40 bases again. But do you want to risk that with all the injury problems Soriano has had? So I'm very concerned about Alfonso being a stolen base threat. Now, keep in mind in 2001 through 2006, he stole 43, 41, 35, 18, 30, and 41 stolen bases before putting on that Chicago Cub uniform. So he could get back to that level. But again, with the injuries, do you want to risk that? That's a big question mark. Ryan Theriot stole 22 bases last year, but was thrown out 13 times. So if you need a little speed at the top of the order, Theriot can fill that particular void. Plus, we've all seen Alfonso run the bases. He may have speed, but sometimes don't you go, Alfonso, what are you doing? You don't want Alfonso thrown out on the bases for making a stupid base running play in front of the big hitters in the Cub lineup. Let's move along to reason number 2, and that is Derek Lee, the first baseman of the Chicago Cubs. In 2005, Derek Lee was coming off a 46 home run, but early in 2006, suffered that wrist injury, which has really set him back. Ever since Lee went on the DL, Lee's power has evaporated. The last 2 years, he's hit 22 and 20 home runs, which are his lowest totals since he hit 20 back in 2001. .462 slugging percentage for Derek Lee, his lowest single season total since his first full year in the majors in 1998. So I believe Soriano moving down in the lineup can make up for the power loss from first baseman Derek Lee. And finally, the number 1 reason why Soriano should be taken out of the leadoff spot, injury threat. Last 2 years, 135 games, 109 games played for Soriano. Do you really want to risk Soriano trying to steal a base when he could get injured and cost his team 20 to 25 games, possibly in an important stretch of the season? I don't think it's worth it. You put him lower in the lineup. You don't ask him to steal as many bases because you have good hitters around him and you don't want Soriano thrown out with the big boppers at the plate. So think about all the leg injuries Alfonso's had the last couple of years. Had a wrist injury on a hit by pitch last year. Has nothing to do with stealing bases, but he is a guy that seems to get hurt a lot. I protect him a little bit from that by dropping him down in the order. So there you go. There's the 5 reasons why I believe Alfonso Soriano should drop down in the lineup. Other candidates on the team, Theriot and Fontenot leading off. Get your money's worth. If you're going to spend $140 million, allow him to drive in runs. He'll get you 100 in the middle of that Cub lineup. Limited stolen base threat. He's not the same guy he was 5-6 years ago. Derek Lee, lack of power the last couple of years. Soriano can make up for that by dropping down in the order. Think about the 2-run, 3-run home runs Soriano can hit from the middle of that lineup. And the threat of injury, the number one reason why Alfonso Soriano should not hit leadoff for the Chicago Cubs in 2009. What's your opinion? Drop me an email at Darin, D-A-R-I-N, at WSBT.com. Tune in again for the next My 5. I'm Darin Pritchett for News Talk 960 WSBT.